Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Spreading the News. I am your host, Chase, and we are here with Brian.
Chase, how are you doing today?
Man, thanks for asking. A little bit of a change of a dynamic there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm doing well, having a good fall break here, getting some nice days off,
Oh,
and
it's fall break?
yeah, it's fall break for me.
Good for you.
But it's almost time for some playoff baseball. I'm ready for it.
Can't
Today
wait.
today is the 10th, October 10th. So I forgot to say, but thank you for joining us for whoever is watching
Chase,
slash listening.
are you today's date?
Man, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. I'm not today's date. You don't mean that.
Chase is today's date, 10 out of 10.
Appreciate that. You'll be tomorrow's date. 11 out of 10.
Oh, appreciate that.
As you guys can see, actually, Brian, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm actually yesterday was a great day of sports. We kept talking about that. But I'm really pumped for the Yankees playoffs. It's gotta be the year. It's gotta be the year.
It's gotta be the year. As you guys can see, Danny's actually not here today. He wasn't able to make it, but he wanted to send a message.
Chase, what's up, man? He had no idea I was just hiding here, but
This is so ridiculous.
this is ridiculous.
Terrible
You saw that on
execution.
Impractical Jokers? Well, I saw it on Impractical Jokers. Brian saw it from Chris Collinsworth, so fun. But yes, playoff baseball is so fun as it proved this weekend. It was a fun weekend, no?
It was a very fun weekend.
I got to watch the games with Chase, but Brian was not able to watch it with us because he's still in the Carolinas or whatever. But it was a fun weekend, and we're excited for Yankees baseball.
Yeah, this was very last minute for Danny to come over. So this is there was really no testing or anything. So we're gonna just see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well.
Brian, we sound good?
You do.
Sound like I'm in the mic?
Yeah.
The New York Giants are 4-1 too. Let's go, Giants. We went to London, beat the
Black and
crap
green.
out of Aaron Rodgers.
Like gangrene.
They're 3-2. This is the first time that they've been over 500 since 2015.
It's just a great day of New York baseball, or a great week, I should say. It's been a great week because yesterday was really the great day because the Giants won, the Jets won,
Bills.
the Bills won, hockey's coming back, even though I'm not really a hockey fan. Basketball is coming back. And most of all, the New York Metropolitans are out, eliminated. They are done. Brian, what are your thoughts?
I love the text that you sent yesterday, or somebody said that they are out before the Yankees even have
I said
touched the
that.
field playoffs. Yeah, that's a good feeling because of all the shit they talked the entire year. This is their year. Uncle Steve, all the things they went through this year, like Pete Alonso treating the home run derby like his life was on the line, between the trumpets and all this and all the shit talking from the Met fans on Twitter. I said I didn't want to run like a crazy victory lap on them because the Yankees haven't even started the playoffs yet. I don't want the bad karma, but I can't lie. I can't sit here and lie that it doesn't feel so great to watch the Mets fans in pain and watch the team, have to try to answer questions and talk to the press after a complete failure in the playoffs. If you're even counting the wild card as the playoffs, I mean, one hit in an elimination game didn't even sell at the stadium. It's an embarrassing, terrible look for Mets fans. Hashtag Frank was right.
Awesome. Chase has a little technical difficulties with his laptop, but yeah, I mean, we don't want to shit on the Mets so much, but it's fun. They talk so much shit all year.
Oh my god.
They talk so much shit all year, and yeah, I texted their season ends before we even play a playoff game. It's awesome. They loved us going through that cold streak more than the Blue Jays fans, the Red Sox fans, whoever else. They loved it even more. So to see them collapse at the end, see them blow the division, and then lose to the Padres in the wild card round.
They didn't even put up a fight yesterday. It was so non-competitive. They were just horrible from top to bottom. They just looked dead the whole game. Like if the Yankees ever came out like that, I don't know what I would do. Like an elimination game, that was pathetic.
It was
so
an
bad.
Embarrassing way to go out. Just embarrassing.
It really was. And we do have a loyal Mets fan that views this podcast.
Oh.
My sister's boyfriend tunes in regularly, but he's a Mets fan, so Stu, sorry, buddy, but you're out.
Stu, sound the trumpets now, baby. Sad sacks.
It was super sweet to watch. But now it's time for the Yanks, baby. It's time for the Yanks. We're all ready to go. We got the matchup. We're ready to go with Cleveland. It's gonna be super fun. Tomorrow's game is at I think 6:30,
7:30.
7:30. Oh, it's 7:30. Oh yeah, because the Padres won. But it's gonna be electric, and I'm ready for it.
You know, let me say still though, I said it last week, but it really was so nice getting to sit back and enjoy these wildcard games just as a baseball fan without having to worry about the Yankees. It's the first time we've been able to do that in a while. Oh, it was great. I enjoyed all the games, all the series. But now it's nervous time. It's nervous time now.
Yankee playoff
But it's
baseball is
exciting.
fun. But Yankees playoff baseball is fun. It's just very stressful. But this weekend we got to have the fun without the stress.
Well, get ready because the stress is coming. But anyways, before we do get into talking about the Yankee playoff,
Did we talk about the wild card round too?
yeah, we're gonna do that. But I want to talk about Judge first.
Yes.
So last episode we spoke a little about, is Judge gonna hit 62? Is Judge gonna stay at 61? Literally the next day after our recording, Judge hit 62. Danny, your initial thoughts?
It was awesome. I was going somewhere to watch the game, and I was going to be a little late, and I was getting in my car, and I knew I was about to have no service, so I stopped, and I pulled it up on my phone. Good thing I did, because lead off home run. Oh, it was awesome. Watching the bench reaction to it just gives me goosebumps every time. I was tearing up a little bit. Michael K's call was, of course, awesome. It's great to see how close this team is, you know? They've come a long way, and now they're ready to win it. This is why I think this team is built to win, because they got the chemistry, the team chem. I know Brian missed the home run driving to the airport.
Wait, did you? I didn't even know about
Yeah,
this.
he missed the home run. He missed it.
You missed the home run?
Yeah.
It was the first at bat I missed in over a month.
Oh, and you actually missed the moment. Like, you didn't get to see it live at all.
No.
Wow.
He keeps looking over because the reason that he...
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about how I called it. I said like hours before, I said Judge is leading off with 62 tonight.
I saw like 3 people do that on Twitter.
That was a blatant call. No, but it was because I knew it was gonna be the first at bat I was missing in so long that I knew he would do it, the one at bat I'm missing. So that's why I called it, and I was right.
Why wouldn't you pull it up in the car?
As I couldn't.
Why?
It was just, I don't know. Like, it didn't cross my mind at that time. There was difficulties with the airport and all that. So,
Well, Aaron Judge's 62 is going to be a moment that us fans that have kind of grown up with him a little bit towards the end of our, I guess, growing up days, something that we're never going to forget, especially since this is, I mean, to me, the greatest offensive season ever in the modern day era of baseball. So, yeah, I mean, not really much more to say. I'm kind of speechless on the guy. We've been speechless on him the whole year. So, but the next step for him is a World Series ring. So we're gonna jump into that.
Wait, no, but
Danny wanted to talk about the wild card round a little bit. So
you
we'll
want to
do
talk
that.
about fun playoff baseball?
Yeah, of course.
Danny wants to
No.
talk about the Mets instead of 62. That's why.
True.
But I mean, you look at Judge in the dugout too. He looks like pissed because the team is losing or something. Even though he just hit 62, you know, all he cares about is winning. And obviously, he cares about his 62, but it won't mean anything if he doesn't win a World Series. So they gotta win for him. Right?
I hope so. I really. I mean, if it's not this year, it's when is it gonna be?
And you know that's what he's gonna say. Like God forbid they get knocked out. They'll ask him, you know, you had a historic year or whatever. He'll just be like, doesn't matter. We didn't win anything, and you know it.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I completely agree with him. I know that's what he's gonna say. So Jeter was, so he is.
What
He's
did
trying
you?
so hard to be like Jeter.
What did you want to?
Well, we don't want to just talk about the fun baseball times. I mean, this weekend was kind of awesome for us. I mean, the Blue Jays got humbled, the Mets got humbled, the Rays, you know, not that they needed to be humbled because I don't think they thought they were very good anyway. The Phillies knocked Albert Pujols out. Come on, that was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Michael K was calling that series, which I felt like a crime. No, was it weird for you guys?
No, it was weird. It was really weird.
You know what the weirdest part of it was Bryce Harper hitting that home run
Yeah.
and Michael K calling his Sia call, and Bryce Harper should be a Yankee. So
yeah. I mean, I didn't know if Michael K was going to break out the Sia. I know it's not a Yankee thing, it's his thing, but like, I don't know. It just felt weird him calling it for another team.
How about the Phillies third baseman?
He did not know who Alec Boehm was. He did
No.
not know. He called him Bomb, and then every time a pop-up would go, the Phillies third baseman makes the catch. Kind of embarrassing. Maybe do your
I don't
research.
think he was prepared. I don't
People
think he was
people on
prepared.
Twitter were. I think he still does a great job, but people on Twitter did not.
I
like
saw
him.
this. He was trending for like bad reasons
Yes,
on
people
Twitter.
hate him.
Yeah,
People hate him,
non-Yankee fans and a lot of Yankee fans don't like him.
which I think is weird. I think he's awesome.
I think it's crazy. I think he's one of the best in the biz. But I will say, like, he's more. I think he should be doing Yankee games only. Like, not just. I think he. I mean, he's a Yankee fan. We know it. Like, I think he's better suited for like the Yes audience and the Yankee audience than like a national audience.
And of course, everybody hates A-Rod.
Yeah.
The duo of K and A-Rod were making fans go nuts. They were like, even Phillies fans, which was the dumbest thing. Like, yeah, we won, but we really had to sit through Michael K and A-Rod for hours. Like, shut up, bro. Like,
Brian, this guy's laptop is absolutely filthy.
what the fuck does that mean?
It doesn't surprise me at all.
How is it filthy?
It was whatever.
But looking at playoff odds, I was looking at playoff odds now. The Guardians, the Phillies, the Mariners, and the Padres all moved on. I was reading this article that said the Guardians had the second lowest percent chance to win, to go on to the next round, which is like, so the Yankees are heavily favored. But then I actually did my own research on it, and this site that they use in the article says that they don't. The Mariners have 33%, Padres have 24%, Guardians have 34% chance of moving on. So that's not a long shot. But obviously, those don't mean anything. The Yankees are winning in 3.
Really? You think 3?
Oh, how about the Blue Jays blowing an 8-1 lead?
Yeah, that was.
Come on.
I mean, that's in Vlad's house. I mean, we spoke about Vlad's house, that going down there, and that being the movie. I mean, I guess that was the movie that Vlad was referring to in the offseason when he was saying, "You just saw the trailer. Now here's the movie." Well,
I
the movie
couldn't help
ended
myself.
short.
I left a long comment on his Instagram. I couldn't help myself. And tweeting at KFC Barstool yesterday. Just a fun week for me.
I just hope it doesn't backfire on us because
I mean, it's not really back. Their season still ended before we even played. Like,
it's still backfire.
they
though.
can't. So, like, Blue Jays fans, Mets fans, they can't say anything to us.
But you know, whatever.
They
If we
will.
don't like, what would have made the Yankees getting knocked out worse was if like one of those two teams went on to win. And now we don't have to worry about that. So it's like easy pain a little bit. Like the only other team I'd really not want to see win is now Houston. But honestly, Houston is like not as they don't bother me as much anymore. Nobody really is on the team anymore.
Altuve still bothers me.
Yeah.
But the Yankees are beating the Astros, so what are we even talking about?
I'm ready.
They got to get through Cleveland first, man.
I know.
Yanks and folk. Brian, what do you have? Okay.
All right. Nice.
All right,
nice.
Brian.
With what? Oh, against my Wi-Fi sucks. Against Cleveland?
Yeah.
4. I'll take 4 too.
I'll go 3. I mean, what do you guys think about our rotation? Boone came out with the rotation games 1, 2, and 3. What do we think?
Me personally, I want Nestor to start game 1. I wanted him to start game 1. I think he earned it. I'm a big believer in you earn what you're supposed to have. And Garrett did not earn game 1 to me. Nestor did. But I understand why he's the game 1 starter, the 324 million reasons why. But hopefully Garrett shows up, and I do think he will. I think Garrett will show up this year in the postseason, so I'm ready for it.
Those that don't know, it's game 1 Cole, game 2 Nestor, game 3 Sevy. I'm excited for Sevy in game 3, but I'm excited to back Cole. I cannot wait. People in Yankee fans saying L. No, it's not going to be an L. Let's go. I'm backing him. It ain't going to be an L. Brian?
Oh, wow.
Are we?
I mean, I don't know, man. Cole. What?
Was it that much of a delay?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is awful.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Go.
I don't know. Like Cole's got to really prove it to me. Like this is gonna have to set the tone for him the whole playoffs. Like he can't go out and do what he did last year or what he's been doing in the regular season. He needs to go out and have like a Garrett Cole start. Like I can't imagine a worse thing to happen for him to go out and be bad and then they lose game 1. Like that would be like the world. Like that would be like everything comes crashing down. He needs to go out and be dominant. It doesn't. I mean, he just has to be good. Like, give them a chance to win is all I could ask. Like, we can't have like a 4 runs in 2 innings. Like, that's the worst that could happen. Looking at their stars, they have Cal Quantrill, game one, who's actually had a really good year, 15-5, 3.38. Those numbers are better than Cole's. And then they got Shane Bieber, who we all know how good he is, sub-3 ERA this year, who dominated in the wild card series against the Rays. Followed by Tristan McKenzie, who also dominated the wild card against the Rays with the sub-3 ERA. It's like they are like a pitching factor. Like, they have good rotation pieces. The Yankees have hit them well, though. So you got to hope that translates to the playoffs.
And their bullpen too. Cleveland's bullpen is really good.
They have one of the best relievers in the American League. They have Emmanuel Clase, who they locked up, is a stud.
And I mean, this wild card series between the Guardians and Rays, I said it kind of gave me more confidence heading in because they didn't score a run till the 15th inning. But I kind of look back on it. The shadows they were playing under were like the conditions because they were playing midday. It was bad. Like, it's very, very hard for a hitter with shadows all over the field in different spots, like the pitcher in the sun, the batter in the shadows, like very hard to hit. So I'm not taking that 15 inning game in anymore as like, oh, we're going to shut them down. They can't hit. I think their offense is going to be a little better. We know Jose Ramirez. So we can't just go into this series thinking that pitching is all they have. They have some fun young guys that can hit. They're not going to hit a lot of home runs, which I think goes in our favor because, you got to hit home runs to win for the most part, unless the pitching isn't as good. So if Cole blows up, they don't need home runs. They just keep hitting them. But I'm confident we crushed Shane Bieber in 2020 in the wild card game.
And Garrett Cole shut them down in 2020. So a little bit of history there. But I'm so excited. I literally can't wait. Like, last night I was watching postseason highlights and I was just thinking about it, and I love Yankees postseason baseball. I'm so ready for it.
Yankees, I can't watch. I was telling you yesterday, I can't watch Yankees playoff highlights because we've had some hype moments, but when I go back and watch them, I just think of when we inevitably lost that year. And I think of the heartbreak that came with losing.
You didn't finish your sentence.
No, yes, I did. I said when we inevitably lost that year and the heartbreak that came with.
Okay.
That's a grammatically correct sentence.
You guys probably finished that sentence an hour ago, but I do agree with that, Danny. I can't watch them either. It's just reminders of how they lost to me.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of how they lost, Aroldis Chapman.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great segue because every year ended with him on the mound in the past 5.
Yeah, Aroldis Chapman. Brian, why don't you take us through what happened with Aroldis?
Basically, Aroldis Chapman is a dickhead and skipped out on the Yankees mandatory workout this week. I don't know. I was looking at what John Boy was saying about it. He was saying that if he thought he had a shot at the playoff roster, he probably would have went. So maybe he kind of saw already that they weren't going to put him on the playoff roster. But anyway, that's what the Yankees said. Cashman and Boone came out and said, he's not on the playoff roster. He skipped that workout, and they're looking into disciplinary actions against him. I know Cashman said he fined him. But basically, either way, just show up, be a good teammate, even if you're not going to make the roster. I don't know. Chapman's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And this has been an up and down year for him on the field and off the field. I mean, he was on the IL for a tattoo infection. He was terrible at a point, actually looked good at a point. He lost his closer role, then got it back, then lost it again. That's kind of been how his Yankee tenure's gone. We know he's well past his prime now. Control isn't there anymore. I'm very happy he's not on the playoff roster because, like I said before, our seasons ended a bunch of times recently. It felt like with him on the mound, the Altuve walk-off homer, the Brasso homer in 2020. I can't go through it again. I can't see his stupid smiling face. I feel so great about Chapman not being on this postseason roster. The Yankees bullpen doesn't excite me in general, the postseason bullpen, but Chapman wouldn't have made that much better. I'm very happy that he's gone, and this is a weird ending, but this is probably the end of his Yankee tenure. He fled down to Miami, not on the playoff roster. See you later, Aroldis.
And I mean, a tweet from him last year surfaced saying "This is not how, I write how my story ends. I won't just give up. I'll keep grinding." He literally just gave up. I mean, the Yankees said that they were going to give him a chance, like you said. We don't know how true that is, but they said he had a chance of making the postseason roster. So maybe they wanted to see him in the workout, see how he looked. I don't know. But that to totally skip out on it, like that's just such a bad mentality. Like,
So
that's
soft.
horrible.
So
Yeah.
So
soft.
soft. Like you did it to yourself. You got bad. And this Yankees bullpen is going to be rough. I'm confident in the lineup. I'm confident in the starting pitching. The Yankees bullpen is the only part right now that I'm not confident in going into the playoffs.
I mean, Chapman's supposed to be.
Chapman wouldn't have made it much better. Chapman attributes to me not being confident when he's in. I'd rather him not be. I'd rather him not be here either. I like watching him is just so stressful nowadays. He's not who he used to be, and I'm glad he's off.
Such a loser move from a guy that is a veteran, probable Hall of Famer, supposed to be a leader in that bullpen, and just to skip out. Like, what kind of message does that send? Like, good riddance. I'm happy the Yankees did what they did. Just write him off. And they didn't really, Boone and Cashman like to sugarcoat things and like try to be a little nice. They really didn't in these press conferences. They were like, yeah, we're finding him. Like, see you later. Like, he skipped out in these meetings and or these workouts. And Boone said like his reasoning wasn't good enough. God knows what that was, but what his reasoning was. But I'm very happy that he's off the team, and hopefully last time we saw him in pinstripes.
And Boone and Cashman were saying that this, like, he has a chance to make the championship roster too if the Yankees make it that far, or even the World Series. So, I mean, I think that's just like a cover up, obviously. Just to,
Not after this. If he showed up at that workout and was bad, like no, now he's fucked himself out of that. But who cares? He's not even like that. Just shows me if he didn't even show up to that workout, like his heart's not in it all the way anyway. Like he doesn't even care enough to do that.
It's a wild ending to someone who is probably a future Hall of Fame closer and someone who filled in for us after Mo left, after Andrew Miller left. It's just a weird ending. It's a really weird ending. But like Danny said, I'm not confident in this bullpen at all. That's the only, I think, question mark I have with this team. I don't know who's going to close games. I don't want it to be Clay Holmes. I think Clay Holmes is pretty much.
It can't be Clay Holmes. He's horrendous.
and even that, like, he's hurt right now. So like, will it even be Clay Holmes? Wandy's hurt too. Wandy's on the IL.
Back. No, he's back.
No, I think they transferred him to 15.
No, they said that he's going to be on the roster. They said that there's no surprise, but he's going to be activated for the DS roster.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, I like Wandy, but I don't even like Wandy as the closer. I think, I mean, I guess Efros is your next best bet.
Trevino?
Ugh.
No.
Trevino's good, Brian. Like I was kind of
I don't like him as the closer though.
I know. I was talking shit about you the other day, but like Trevino's good. He had like one bad outing, and you like hate when he comes in now. But he's good. He's been really, really good for us. Like,
you want him to be the closer? No way.
No, probably not closer. He could be the 8th inning guy. We don't have a closer, so who like?
No, Nacho.
Look,
he's hurt.
He's hurt.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, yeah, that was a terrible blow. I forgot about that.
But who realistically? Let's say our starters shove. Like we're all confident in our starting pitching, right?
I think Efros.
But let's say our starting pitching goes 6 innings. You're not really blowing teams out in the playoffs, right? So let's say you get 6 innings. Do we trust 6 innings? We have a 2-1 lead, 3-1 lead going into our bullpen. Do we trust 3 guys to get 9 outs? 3 different guys to get 9 outs? Do we really have 3 separate guys we trust?
I don't even trust one guy to get 3 outs in this bullpen.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, there's not one, maybe.
Because starters aren't going to go 8. Starters probably won't go 7. You could get a 7 inning maybe, but do you trust 2 guys to get 6 outs? Do you trust 3 guys to get 9 outs? Like, is there 3 separate guys we trust to come in the back end of the game and close the game out?
Not even just that, but like, if the Yankees are down, say they're down 3-1, where you gotta keep the score where it is, I don't trust anyone. I mean, the only guy that I can trust in that situation is Loizaga. I think Loizaga has earned himself my trust again. But I don't even think like he should be considered for the closer role, because I think he should just be put into the most high leverage situations. I think say it's bases loaded, 1 out in the 7th inning, then like that's a spot for Loizaga to me.
That's a stressful spot.
Yeah.
I can't watch that.
But
I'm just on I'm on a Pinstripe Alley article right now, like in his suggested roster. The bullpen is Loizaga, Efros, Trevino, Clay, Wandy, Litke, Clark, Domingo, and Tyone. I mean,
what about Domingo closing out games, huh? I would have some confidence in Domingo.
Like, there's definitely not a closer in that list, and that's probably pretty close, if not identical, to what it will be. There's not a true closer there anywhere. But like, gun to my head, Efros probably still Efros, maybe Laska, maybe Wandy. I definitely don't trust Clay. Definitely don't trust Licky Clark. Obviously Tyone and Domingo probably can't do that. They're starters by trade, and Trevino don't really try. It might just be like they're not going to have a true close in the playoffs. They might just do whoever's available, which scares the shit out of me. And I hate that, but like they don't really have any other options.
You need a closer.
And how about the lineup situation? I mean, Glaber's hot. Donaldson can make a case for why he needs to play, and DJ is healthy. He's playing. So what's going to happen there?
It depends. Like we say, DJ's healthy. It depends how healthy DJ is. Remember when he was playing and he wasn't really playing? Like he was in our lineup, but he sucked because he wasn't healthy. I think it all depends on that toe for DJ. If he's fully healthy,
he plays.
He's got to play. You would think. I mean, Donaldson comes in as a pinch hitter, I guess. How could you not play DJ LeMay? I mean, you just gave him a 6-year deal. I don't know I don't know what they do, because Boone loves Donaldson.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how bad he is. And honestly, like Donaldson's a vet. He has experience. I feel like he could be good in the playoffs, but I thought he could be good all year and he wasn't. So I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't even know who I'd rather, because DJ hasn't been the same either. So
yeah, I think I just have to assume they're gonna ride whoever's hot.
Yeah.
Right.
And also not in the outfield too. Cabrera is going to get a shot. Benintendi is not going to be healthy for the ALDS. They said a long shot for the LCS, maybe the World Series. But I'm happy the young kid's getting a play. I wish Benintendi was here. He would have been huge for us in the playoffs, because he's exactly what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Table setter for Judge. But I like Cabrera. I'm happy Cabrera's getting a shot.
Yeah, I think best case scenario, if Benintendi's healthy for the CS or the World Series, if they make it that far, I think the best case scenario is to take Cabrera and play him at short, and that's assuming that IKF is not performing up to what he's supposed to be performing as what they expect.
And that's never gonna happen.
Never gonna.
But like, what do you do? Like, say Cabrera's raking in the playoffs. Like, so I'll leave that for later. But say he's raking in the playoffs, right? What do you like? Benintendi's got to be in the lineup somewhere. You're not gonna bench Judge. You're not, obviously.
Really?
I mean,
you're not gonna bench Judge?
Stupid. That was a stupid statement. But I think Bader's going to play. Like, I don't think Bader's going to be a defensive replacement like we thought he was going to be. Like,
no, Bader's their starting center fielder.
Yeah,
and he's awesome out there.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do. I guess we'll cross that bridge if we get there. But for now, we just got to focus on the DS and take it one step at a time, right?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really answer the infield question. My answer is I don't know. I don't know. Brian, do you know? Do you have an idea who DJ Donaldson? Glaber's got to play. DJ or Donaldson, Brian?
Are you talking about like infielders that make the roster, or like the starting infield?
No,
like
the starting. They're all going to make the roster.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, this Pinstripe Alley article is pretty good. Like the projections, like I like everybody. It's for some reason Hicks is on it.
I'll get to I guess I have a question about the roster after.
But yeah, I mean, Rizzo's playing first, Glaber second. It'll be IKF will play. Like, this is what I think it's going to be. IKF short. And then you have Donaldson and DJ as the. I personally would rather have DJ in there. Like we've seen more good from him than we have Donaldson. I think this year. I know he's battled injuries the whole year. Donaldson just. I didn't. Chase, you kept saying like how he was heating up. Like, has he though? Like, was he really heating up at the end of the year? Like, I don't like. I think I still trust DJ. Like, longer tenured Yankee. Like, he's going to be so good at third. Like, they both are really good at third, but DJ I still think is a little better defensively there. And Donaldson is too. I don't know. I think Donaldson relies a little too much more on the home run. Like, I'd rather. Not that's a terrible thing. I don't know. I'm taking DJ at third.
They're both. I feel like they've both been relatively clutch too. I mean, Donaldson, has sucked, but he's had a lot of clutch moments for us. He's had a lot, and DJ obviously is. I mean, the 2019, right, when he hit the home run. I mean, he's had very clutch moments. So it's really a flip of a coin to me. It all depends if DJ's healthy too. If DJ's not healthy 100%, then I want Donaldson. I don't want to playing hurt DJ.
I definitely agree with that. We've seen DJ play hurt, and as much as I respect him, going out there and doing that, he's not good when he tries to do that.
I mean, they're not gonna do that. So I don't think they're gonna do that. But it's gonna be. And we always talk about how this is a good situation to have when you have just too many guys. But it's just like a matter. I guess it gets scary in the playoffs because if you're not playing the right guy, then your season can end. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited to see what Boone does with the lineup, and we'll probably we'll definitely I think get a roster today or tomorrow morning, and we'll find out a lineup tomorrow afternoon. So I'm ready for it.
The roster is due tomorrow morning. It's due to be in. Who is batting leadoff? Is Aaron Judge going to bat leadoff in the playoffs? I don't think DJ is a leadoff hitter right now. I don't think he is. Brian, I don't know if you agree or disagree with that. We were talking about that.
Not.
You don't think he's
DJ's not a leadoff hitter right now.
This is why Benintendi,
Nah,
Benintendi's a perfect leadoff hitter. So who's going to bat leadoff? If we want Judge in an RBI spot, right? I heard someone say Bader, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. That was horrible. I'd rather IKF. But they I think Cabrera kind of suits the best for a leadoff hitter.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cabrera is the best available guy to lead off right now. I don't want Judge leading off just because we've spoken about this. I want Judge to be in an RBI spot, someone that can drive in a few runs with the long ball. You always talk about the long ball. I need Judge to be the one that's going to drive in the runs, but I think the next best available guy is Cabrera. I'm hoping that they do that. I don't think they will, but my gut's telling me they're going to lead off Judge, unfortunately.
Which, I mean, I don't hate getting your best batter an extra opportunity to hit a home run. I know that probably won't be anybody on base, but if he hits 2 home runs, but I'd rather have someone in front of him to get on base and then hit the home run. And people thought I saw people thought Bader just because he's fast, and someone said he has a nose for getting on base. No, he doesn't. He that's never been his game. He doesn't get on base, so he is not a leadoff hitter. Brian, you think Cabrera? Do you agree on the Cabrera? Or do you want Judge?
Sorry, I know I'm probably delayed, but I do think I'm gonna go with Judge and that's what I would do. I would lead off Judge. I think we don't have a true on base guy besides him, and he still leads the team in average on base percentage, everything. So he does it all. So it's not I love Cabrera, and that, but how often is he really gonna get on base? Really gonna get on base? I don't think enough where he should be hitting in front of Judge. His on base percentage this year was 312. I'd rather get Judge all the as many at bats as possible. Cause I feel realistically okay, Oswaldo, if he leads off, or whoever they want to lead off, DJ Oswaldo, because really those are the only other options besides. Well, Oswaldo, has he led off once this year? I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, but I was kind of more who, if they don't lead off Judge, who would they lead off, right? But I'm kind of thinking Judge too. I don't know. Judge has been so great in that spot as well as he.
Yeah.
In Oswaldo Cabrera's last 28 days, he has a 380 on base percentage. We know when he first came up, he kind of struggled a lot, but he raked. He started raking. His last 28 games, I'm looking at it right now, 296 batting average, 380 on base, 580 slugging. That's a 961 OPS. I feel with a 380 on base, obviously you can lead off, but is that enough? Is that enough to put him over Judge as the leader?
My thing is realistically, okay. First of all, nothing is a better start to a game and set the tone than a Judge home run leading off. We've seen it so many times this year, that. Nothing is a better start, and that gets the Yankees going always. And also, the only inning where there obviously won't be anyone on base for him is the first inning. But then after that, does Oswaldo or DJ? Do they have that much better of a chance to get on than Trevino at or IKF in the 8-9 spot? Do they really have that much better of a chance where you have to maybe get Judge one less at bat to do that? I think Judge leading off is definitely the right call. He's been great, and like Danny said, I don't think I think that's what you got to do.
What about Rizzo? Rizzo's fooled around with the leadoff spot a little bit. What do you guys think about Rizzo?
No, I would rather the guy that gets on base more, and then because Rizzo could hit home runs. We've seen it. He just tied his career high. He's done it 17 times. But I'd rather Judge be the one to get on or hit a home run, and then guys behind him that also hit home runs.
Yeah, we don't, Judge gets on base and hits obviously better than anyone by far. So it doesn't even have to be a home run. He could lead off with a double, then they could, I don't know, get him over, then get him in. I think Judge gives you a lot of options. Lead off, he'll either. It's got to be Judge, and it will be Judge. I think.
I wouldn't be upset with Cabrera. That's the one I wouldn't think, oh, Boone is an idiot for leading off Cabrera, because he's shown that he can do it.
I hope that they do Cabrera. I do. I think I guess I'm in the minority here. I don't want Judge leading off. I understand the extra at bat argument, but I want Judge to be the one that's going to drive in runs. But I mean, I guess he could still do that as a leadoff batter, but I don't know. That's just that's where I stand.
And I love setting the tone with a leadoff home run. Brian, that's the best. Leadoff home run.
Or double. Like it could be
Or
anything.
double.
Just,
Yeah, no.
What do you guys think about the bench? So me and Danny Brian were talking about the bench situation. I guess maybe that would be everything we cover, right? Bench. Anyways, I'm just thinking out loud. The bench situation. We got Carpy back. Carpy's back, baby. Carpy's gonna be.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this.
Carpy's back. So let's think, right? So say they have 4 playoff roster spots. Carpy's 1. That's a guarantee. Marwin Gonzalez, maybe.
No. Why would you start with Marwin Gonzalez? Carpy, DJ, Higgy are the 3 locks.
Yeah,
the 3 locks.
Yeah.
Carpy.
The 3
That's
locks.
what we thought. That's what we
Yeah,
said.
no, yeah. And then that leaves you with Marwin, Peraza, and Hicks. Okay.
Peraza.
So I know that's probably what you want, but here's where me and Danny, here's what we think they're gonna go with this, right? Hicks maybe defensively because Hicks has shown that he can play defense like decently this
He
year.
can get on base too.
He can get on base. He can work a walk. So Hicks maybe could be a good defensive replacement. Then you got Marwin, who's got the versatility. I mean, we can all agree Marwin can play anywhere. He could play third. He could play first. He could play short. He could play left. He could play right. I mean, he could play anywhere. So that's where Marwin stands. But Marwin's awful at the plate. I mean, this guy can't do anything at the plate. And then you got Peraza, who's the young gun, can bring some life, can bring you that base stealing speed. But here's another issue with that 4-man bench. They don't have someone like a Terrence Gore that can get on, that can sub in as a pinch runner and steal you a base late in the game. But that's where LeCastro comes in.
There's the 4th.
So
option.
there's the other option. So now you're really down to LeCastro, Hicks, Peraza, and Marwin or Marluz.
I mean, that's a Marluz. That's a lot of options. That's
Well, do you want me to say what? I don't know what they're going to do, but like I think would be smart. It's like you take Hicks and Marwin out of that. Like there's no value there. Like I get there's so much more value in LeCastro or Peraza to me.
obviously we all want that, but we know, Boone literally just came
How about
out
this?
and said he doesn't know. Like he's still think he's on the fence if Hicks is going to make the roster. Like he's still in play. He's still in play.
How about we say what we want and what we think will happen? We'll go around the room. Brian, we'll start with you, then we'll go Danny, then we'll go me.
Okay, well I would have out of those 4, I'd have Peraza. Peraza or like cause LeCastro is very valuable. Like that's a guy. Like, a lot of playoff teams have a guy like that, and I love Timmy Lowe.
Yeah.
I mean, either one of those I would be okay with. The other 2 I'd be upset with, to be honest. And of course, like I feel like knowing Boone, I feel like he's gonna go like Marwin for the versatility.
My point with the versatility kind of thing, we have Cabrera for that. We don't really need Marwin for that anymore. I know Cabrera is going to be in the starting lineup. That doesn't mean you can't change his positions throughout the game. Like let's say it's Timmy Lowe, and he pinch runs and has to come in left field or something. I don't know, whatever. That's probably like, or someone pinch hits for IKF, and someone has to play short. You bring Cabrera down to short. You put LeCastro in left or whatever it is. So I disagree with Marwin. I think Marwin's stupid for the versatility. That's stupid. Just stupid. Peraza,
I 100% agree with you. I'm just think that's what they'll do because they're stupid.
all right. They are stupid. Peraza, we've seen all that kid does is hit. All he does is hit. So it's kind of, do you want the late game pinch runner or do you want the guy that's going to hit if he gets an opportunity? So
Yeah, but not only that, but Peraza's like,
and he's
can
fast.
steal. Like he
Yeah.
can steal a base.
But it's not like Timmy Lowe. Timmy Lowe is almost a guarantee. Like we see these, even in these wild card games, you get a runner on, you move him over to second. It's such a big thing because usually you're winning on a home run. Usually you are. But let's say you get a walk, you bring in a fast guy, steal second. Now all you need is a bloop single. It's very huge. We saw it happen in the Mets game yesterday. Ha-Sung Kim stole second base and immediately got hit home by who other than Trent Grisham. I was gonna wear his jersey today, but
if they go with Peraza, that leaves you with 3 true outfielders, and I don't know if they'll do that.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
really,
think-
I mean, really, Oswaldo's not really a true outfielder, but like we know he's good out there.
I think
Like-
LeCastro. I think they'll go LeCastro. I honestly think LeCastro. I think Hicks is done. I think Marwin's done. You need that
what do you
base
want?
stealer. I obviously want Peraza to be in. I want Peraza to be starting at shortstop. That's what I want, and I want IKF somewhere else, not here. He could go to Miami with Chapman, but obviously that's not going to happen. So, how many at bats would Peraza really get if we say all he does is hit? How many at bats would he get,
2, 3.
like in the whole postseason?
Yeah.
Because like you got to think DJ and Carpy will be on the bench to pinch hit for the catcher and the shortstop.
Exactly. When will Peraza pinch hit over Carpy or DJ?
No, he will. No.
Exactly.
No. But that's not what I'm saying. Like, let's say fifth inning,
yeah,
big
Peraza goes
spot.
to play, sure.
Yeah, fifth, sixth inning, big spot. IKF is up. You want to bring in Carpy or DJ, and then Peraza
Oh.
goes into short. And
Yeah,
then,
I mean that's a possibility, but like you said, Cabrera could also
Cabrera
do that
could
too.
do it.
And then one of the outfielders like LeCastro, they won't do that. They
But-
won't
but-
do Castro.
but also Peraza is a better hitter than LeCastro.
I know.
So
This is where it's tough. So me personally, I agree. I want Peraza, but I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll do LeCastro because I think they know that they need someone that can get them a sure stolen base. And LeCastro is also versatile in the outfield, so he can do that too. So I think they'll do that.
What about like okay, if say they just take out Peraza, they want an extra outfielder. If you're choosing between Hicks, Marwin, and LeCastro, like I feel like LeCastro is so obvious there.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that is.
it's not. Yeah. And
Like if you're going extra outfielder, it has to be LeCastro, in my opinion. But we know that they love Hicks.
and they love Marwin.
they need the base stealer. Like they need someone that can come in late and steal you a base. And the only guy that can do that is LeCastro. They need that. And if they don't do that, I'll be really, really shocked.
See,
I mean, what value does Hicks bring? Like really, what? Like, he's not going to hit. He's not going to ever really start in the outfield because
The only
the
thing
other
he
three
brings
are
is
better defensively.
the only thing he brings is decent defense and an occasional walk. That's really it.
Well, his defense isn't nearly as good as Judge Bader's or Cabrera's. So like, why? even-
Exactly. So yeah. So I don't know.
We're saying if someone has to come out, then you put Hicks in left. Like that. That's the same thing with Peraza.
I don't
and
see a
Nolan.
situation where any three of those guys are having come out. Obviously not Judge, Oswaldo, and Bader. Like, why would they ever? Have to
No. Where like IKF comes out, and then you need someone to play the outfield.
I don't even think they'll pinch hit IKF though. Like I think the only guy you'll see getting pinch hit for is catcher. And
I guess.
maybe Bader.
Could be Bader.
Maybe Bader.
But
Well,
I wish they did. Also, I love Bader. I kind of want Bader to play, but I wish they didn't lie to us saying they were going to work Stanton back into the outfield. Remember when he
Yeah,
came?
what the
They
hell
said they
is
were going to
that?
gradually work Stanton back into the outfield, and we've seen Stanton in the outfield. It's no secret that he hits better when he's playing the field. So I wish they did that so that maybe we could have Judge in center, Stanton in right, Cabrera in left, have Bader as the pinch runner that we need, and then be able to pinch hit Carpenter or pinch hit DJ. I mean, DH, not pinch hit.
Yeah.
Be able to DH Carpenter, DH DJ. I feel like that would have been our best lineup. I love Bader. He's great out in center field, but just to maximize our hitting.
I totally agree with you. I think Stanton in the outfield gives us so many more options. It makes the lineup offensively so much better. But yeah, they didn't even try to get him back there. I mean, I think he said yesterday, like, I think he didn't rule it out. Like they asked him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, like maybe I will," but I don't see them like
Shit.
throwing him into play.
He hasn't played outfield since before he went on the IL. They told us, he told me personally that they were going to work him back in, and they never did. It's another lie, right, Brian? Another lie.
Yeah, another lie from Aaron Boone.
Well, we'll get the lineup decision tomorrow. That will definitely be posted on Spreading the News' Instagram, and we'll definitely mention it on our TikTok. So make sure to stay there for that. But man, I can't stop smiling. I'm so excited.
I
I'm
wish the
so
game was
excited.
today.
I know. I wish it was today too, but
So then we could watch it together.
yeah, I don't know. But you know what I don't understand? Why do the wild card teams get a day off today, and then they get another day off on Wednesday?
Well, the National League doesn't get a day off on Wednesday. National League has Tuesday,
So
Wednesday,
then why does the
DSs.
American League?
I don't know. It's stupid. Because like it's not like they're
It's like giving them the same advantage as the Yankees.
yeah. But it's they I understand the day off today. You go travel in between rounds, you get a day off. But I don't get why the American League plays Tuesday, Thursday, and the National League plays Tuesday, Wednesday, because It's not like then games 3 and 4, the National League gets a day off. No, game 3 and 4 for both American League and National League are going to be Saturday, Sunday. So it's not like they're getting. I guess like you wanted 2 separate days with baseball, but then now you're missing out on Friday.
Yeah,
that Wednesday day off allows Cleveland to start Bieber game too.
No, I think I got that
Right?
wrong. I think the National League actually plays on Friday.
I can't
So I guess
can't
that's what
explain
they're
it.
doing.
And like Brian, you just said.
All right,
like,
that's what they're doing. The National League plays on Friday, so that they're trying to get baseball on all days. They don't want full days off for both leagues. I think one should have started maybe today, or one to start Wednesday. I don't know.
But Brian, like you said, like the day off Wednesday allows Bieber to get a potential start on Thursday. Like,
yeah, for game 2.
so it's only hurting us more than helping us.
And no, that's not only is that getting a start for Bieber, that's getting a start for Bieber on full days rest, 5 days. That'll be 5 days.
It's not potential. It's on the MLB app. Like I'm pretty like they don't put that unless it's announced. Like
I think he would have started game 2 anyway, but he would have been on 4 days rest. Now that a day off gets 5 days. It gets a normal week of rest, which sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm ready though. I'm ready to go. I'm getting antsy in my chair here now.
I'm actually like I have butterflies like right now thinking about it.
Yeah.
So do I. My stomach is
nervous.
My stomach's in a knot.
I can't wait for the lineup to be posted. I'll stare at it. Let's say the lineup comes out at like 12 because they come out early for the playoffs. I'll probably stare at my phone on the lineup from 12 to 7:30.
Well, you know that something's gonna go wrong in the lineup for us. Like, it's not gonna all be perfect. So let's make a prediction real quick before we go of what we think will go wrong in the lineup, because we know Boone's gonna make one wrong choice. That's not the obvious choice, right? Because that's just the way it always is.
It's gonna be Marwin or Hicks on the roster.
Yeah, I think it'd be more of a roster thing. Like I think our lineup will have at least for game 1, we'll have like our best possible offensive lineup with Stan DHing. But the roster, I don't know.
He's gonna throw us a curveball and put Chapman on the roster. He was lying to us again.
That's not happening.
I know.
But yeah, I think the curveball might be like Hicks or Marwin, and that would be really, really bad. Really, really bad. Peraza and LaCastro are your best bet for helping you, I guess, on the bases and hitting. Yeah. So that's all I got. That is all I got.
I'm nervous.
Brian?
I'm already really nervous, but let's go Yanks.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yep.
This was fun today, huh?
It was fun, yeah. This is probably gonna be our last in-person one for a while because Danny's headed back up to school. But
this series could be over by the next time we talk.
Wait, when is the
game 5? Game 5 would be Monday, but
what is the earliest possible day it will end?
Sunday.
Saturday.
Well,
Saturday's game
Saturday.
3.
No, wouldn't game 5 be on Tuesday next week?
It says Monday.
3 straight days. His game.
Yeah.
What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So they would have to travel back to New York after playing 2 games in a row in Cleveland. I know it's not that far, but I still feel like that's stupid.
So what you're telling me is we have the disadvantage?
No,
Well,
Cleveland's doing the same
you would
thing.
think.
But
You would think.
even for Houston and the Mariners, they play 2 straight days and then they travel back to Houston from Seattle. That's not close.
Oh, we didn't do that either. We didn't do other predictions. I'm gonna say Houston in 5. Brian?
I like that. I think they're. Oh, but it is the Mariners' year though. So I'll say I like 5. I'll take 5.
I'll go Houston in 4.
Houston in 4.
I don't think.
Should I just? All right, fuck it. Mariners in 5. It's their year.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Because it is
Wait,
their
so
year.
if it's their year, then what does that mean for the Yankees?
It's their year until the ALCS and the Yankees.
Okay. I have Yankees in 4.
Yankees in 3, baby. Yankees in 3, baby.
Yankees in 4.
And then I have Dodgers in 5.
That's over the San Diego Padres.
Yeah, over the Padres. Dodgers in 5 over the Padres.
I'll do Dodgers in 4. I think they're much better. Padres had their fun.
Padres in 5, baby. Come on.
And then
It's their year.
what is it? Philadelphia and
Braves in 3.
Braves. Yeah,
Braves.
I'm gonna say Braves in 3.
I feel Phillies will win one game. They got those 2 good pitchers. I'll give them 4. Braves in 4.
Aroldis looked awesome.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Spreading the News, on Twitter at official STN Pod, and on TikTok at Spreading the News. Oh, we got 2,000 likes on one of our TikToks with over, I think it was like 13,000 views. Go check that out. Big
It's
time.
awesome
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And check out the one that we
Doing
got
numbers.
like 15,000 views too.
Yeah.
The one with the punch in the. That was a long time ago. But the other one is Sebi playoff hype. Come on, Sebi game 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So go over there, check that out. But again, Instagram, Twitter, make sure to follow those to keep up with the latest information on what is coming down in this series.
Rob Thompson will have the interim removed today. We'll have the
Wow.
interim manager. Love to see the former Yankees thrive, huh?
Whatever.
Phil Nevin.
And
had a great year.
Nevin just got extended too, I
Yeah,
think.
Nevin just got extended. Thompson looks like he's probably going to get extended. I mean, he just took them to the playoffs.
The Joe Girardi coaching trees all over the.
Yeah,
over
and
them.
Joe Girardi.
Joe Girardi's
stinks.
unemployed.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I forgot to mention in the beginning of the episode that this is episode 28, Chase for 28.
Oh my God, we didn't say Chaser. Perfect. Chaser 28. Here we go. It's October. Chaser 28, episode 28. Let's do it. All aboard the Coal Train. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, Yanks, baby.